Insiders spill on Kelly Clarkson's personal issue that sparked mystery show absence and why staff are walking on eggshells. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Last week, concerns swirled as the singer-turned-talk show host missed 10 full episodes of The Kelly Clarkson Show. Finally, last Thursday, she returned from the weeks-long hiatus. But as the Daily Mail has learned, it has done little to calm tensions behind the scenes. There has still been no official reasoning given for Clarkson's absence from her daytime NBC slot, other than vague rumors that it was for personal issues. But now, insiders say they have seen a dramatic change in behavior from the 42-year-old upon her return. Whereas previously she would regularly chat off camera with staffers about their lives and families, laugh, and even apologize for distracting them, everything has now changed, they claim. She used to be so accessible, says one employee who has worked for the show for more than a year. Staffers on The Kelly Clarkson Show tell the Daily Mail that they have noticed a dramatic change since her return following a mysterious 10-episode absence. Clarkson wiped away tears during the 1000th episode of her talk show and made a cryptic comment that she had lost a lot. She'd stand at your desk and just talk, ask about your life. She knows the names of everyone's husbands and kids and would ask about them by name, the staffer continues. She'd talk, and then she'd suddenly apologize for taking you away from your work. I was always like, "You're the boss. You don't need to apologize," and she'd laugh. Since Clarkson's return, she's been insulated by handlers who have kept her away from staff and who have helped her avoid uncomfortable questions about her absence. It's just a very weird vibe now, and no one has any idea what's going on, the employee added. It's really unsettling. It's not knowing that really makes things hard for everyone. When you don't know what's going on, you just assume the worst. That's human nature. Another employee agrees that the show's 100-plus staff are nervous, but they get regular reassurances that they're not getting pink slips. We're all walking on eggshells. There aren't a lot of answers, the second staffer says. But we've been assured that our jobs are safe and that she'll be back full-time. It was a personal issue, and it's now working itself out, and things will be back to normal before we know it. They say that the show's going to go on, and we're all going to be fine. Last Thursday, Clarkson sparked concern with a cryptic comment during the show's 1000th episode. During the celebrations of that milestone, she admitted she's lost, alone, a lot. To mark the historic moment with her audience, she said, "We have laughed together, we have cried together with beautiful stories, sang together with some people, danced together, celebrated, and competed together. I've lost, alone, a lot." A source close to the singer acknowledged that the last few years have been tough, after Clarkson went through a bitter divorce with her husband of 9 years, Brandon Blackstock, in 2022. When she started the show, her marriage to Brandon was crumbling, a Clarkson insider told the Daily Mail. She felt broken and alone because she could not share the joy of her show with her husband, and that was heartbreaking. She was never alone at work, but when she clocked out at the end of the day, it was just her, a single mom, at home. Sources close to the singer acknowledged that the last few years have been tough, after Clarkson went through a bitter divorce from husband of 9 years, Brandon Blackstock, in 2022. Clarkson got emotional as she watched a montage of daughter River, 10, and son Remington, 8, appearing on the show throughout the years. Andy Cohen stepped in as host of The Kelly Clarkson Show during her absence. Kelly Clarkson returns to her talk show to interview Adam Scott. During the celebration, she wiped away tears as she watched a montage of daughter River, 10, and son Remington, 8, the 2 children she shares with Blackstock, appearing on the show throughout the years. "River and Remy, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you both," she said. "They're just fearless and very bold. They're more like me as an adult, not what I was like as a child. You are what I'm liking today, my little ones, and every day I love them so much." While Clarkson's team may not publicly share the details of her struggles, Sources say that she's on the upswing. Kelly is looking forward to another 1,000 shows after this current milestone, another Clarkson source says. And going into this new stage in her career and life, she is going to enjoy it even more. It has been a rough go the last few years personally, but she is turning the corner. Whatever happens, her staffers say that they got her back. Personally, there's a lot of concern, says one staffer. Kelly is really loved here. She's always been upbeat, always been very friendly. It's very noticeable that something is different for the past month or so, and we don't know what. I'm worried about my job, of course, but I'm also worried about her. I don't want anything but the best for her. Daily Mail has contacted NBC and representatives for Clarkson for comment. Oh, give the lady you nut job. Keep your emotions off air? What happened to the days when talk shows were just shows? They got on with it, and the show ended. The hosts never put their personal life out there sobbing like crazy. The opinions and views expressed in the comments section are solely those of the individual users and do not represent or reflect the opinions, views, or positions of Mail Online. Mail Online does not endorse, support, or verify the accuracy of any user-generated content. Celebrity Big Brother viewers say the same thing about Chris' tough decision. On a Monday morning that should have buzzed with cameras whirring and makeup brushes sweeping across celebrity cheekbones, there was only a hush in Studio 6B. Kelly Clarkson's name card still sat perched at the edge of her dressing room table. Her signature mug, emblazoned with "Y'all means all," stood untouched beside it, but Kelly herself was nowhere to be found. Producers exchanged glances. Assistants whispered. Rumors bloomed like wildfire in the artificial studio light. What began as a quiet absence quickly evolved into a full-blown mystery. The Kelly Clarkson Show, a staple of daytime television, was set to roll cameras in 15 minutes. But its star, the radiant, reliably upbeat host whose laugh could melt even the most stone-cold publicist, had vanished. No explanation, no call, no warning. Then came the statement. Due to unforeseen personal circumstances, Miss Clarkson will not be taping today's episode. We appreciate your understanding. For the seasoned crew who had worked beside Kelly since day one, through Grammy wins and divorce heartbreaks, those 3 words were enough to raise red flags. And behind closed doors, sources say, the concern wasn't just for the taping schedule. Something was going on, and it was deeper than just a no-show. It didn't take long for whispers to swirl beyond the soundstage. She's not herself lately, confided one longtime producer, speaking on condition of anonymity. There's been a heaviness, like she's carrying something she's not ready to talk about. Insiders claimed the energy around Kelly had shifted weeks prior. She remained professional, still hitting her marks and nailing interviews with her signature blend of charm and vulnerability. But off camera, her demeanor was different. She used to sing in the hallways, said one wardrobe assistant. Every morning, even if it was just a quick melody, that began to describe a fragile atmosphere at the studio, one where people felt they were walking on eggshells around the beloved star. Jokes were held back. Conversations felt forced. Every small mistake was met with tightened jaws and nervous glances. She's not mean, a showrunner clarified. She's just distant, like she's somewhere else. Some believe the strain came from her ongoing co-parenting struggles with ex-husband Brandon Blackstock. Others pointed to her grueling schedule, balancing the talk show, new music, The Voice, and her responsibilities as a mother of 2. But one insider dropped a different bombshell. It's not just about work or the divorce, they whispered. There's something going on with her health, something she's keeping private. Kelly's team neither confirmed nor denied this. But the tone from her publicist shifted, guarded, careful. Kelly appreciates everyone's concern. Read one official line. She's taking time to focus on what matters most. What mattered most, it seemed, was staying afloat in a storm no one else could see. Behind the lens of her usually radiant Instagram feed, filled with inspirational quotes and behind-the-scenes laughs, there were clues. A subtle shift in the frequency of posts. Less of Kelly's bubbly presence, more reposts from team accounts, more quotes about boundaries, healing, and choosing yourself. It's like she's crying for help, but in a language only certain people understand, said a longtime friend, who noted Kelly's recent reading list included books on emotional resilience and trauma recovery. She's been through so much, they continued, and she's always had to smile through it. But maybe she's tired of pretending everything's okay. One producer claimed the tipping point came after an intense pre-show meeting, where Kelly allegedly broke down in tears mid-discussion. She apologized, left the room, and didn't come back. That's when we knew something was really wrong. Since then, the entire show's staff has been treading lightly. Every segment is vetted twice. Script rewrites are approved with extreme caution. No one wants to upset Kelly, not out of fear, but out of respect. And worry. She's not a diva. Never has been, said a camera operator. But when someone like her starts unraveling, everyone feels it. Some have likened the atmosphere to a pressure cooker. It's like you're waiting for an explosion, one source said. Only the explosion is silent. Kelly's absence extended into a second taping day, then a third. By the end of the week, the network issued a revised schedule, slotting in reruns and older performances. Still, no word from Kelly. But then, one quiet Friday afternoon, she walked back in. No announcement, no entourage, just Kelly in jeans, a hoodie, and her signature chunky boots, carrying a water bottle and a tired smile. The room froze. Then applause erupted. She waved it off. "Y'all are too dramatic," she teased, her voice lighter than anyone expected. But her eyes, they still carried that shadow. A staff member said, she hugged every single person in the room, said thank you, then went straight to rehearsal like nothing happened. But something had happened, and no one knew exactly what. Since her return, sources say Kelly's been different. More guarded, yes, but also more intentional. She's setting boundaries, said one assistant. She's saying no to things she would have said yes to before. Her team is adapting too. Meetings are shorter. Taping days are tighter. Mental health breaks are encouraged. The phrase "Kelly needs space" is no longer whispered, it's policy. And slowly, the music has started again. A hum in the hallway. A verse here and there. Not every day, but enough. To the public, Kelly Clarkson remains the powerhouse vocalist, the daytime darling, the funny, fierce, unfiltered star who made her name from a dream and a mic. But behind the curtain, she's a woman in her 40s navigating heartbreak, single motherhood, exhaustion, and fame's relentless pull. She's vulnerable. She's tired. She's healing. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.